Hello everyone, Sergeant Thomas here, and welcome to part 2 of my bridge tutorial. We are right where we left off in the last episode. I told you guys at the end of the episode to go ahead and finish by placing all of these half slabs, starting with the first one on the ground and going up and leaving a gap every time you place one. And it should end up looking like that when you're done. And I went ahead and I finished building this side up, so now we have the same thing on both sides. And now the next step is we're going to go on the inside of here and we're going to start laying the redstone lamps, because as you see over here how I have the redstone lamps back in there, that's what we're going to do next. So what we're going to do first is the corners, is we'll just drop down inside of here and we'll just place these redstone lamps all the way up. And you don't have to use redstone lamps, I mean you can just place glowstone behind here or something like that. But for right now we're going to go ahead and, like I said, just put it in the corners. Okay, so once you have put all the redstone lamps in the corners, next we're going to go and we're going to do the same thing right in front of these open holes right here. And we'll do it all the way up, just like we did the ones in the corners. And we'll go all the way back down, and we'll do it to all of these, in every one of these pillars. Okay, and for these middle pillars, I know they're a little bit skinnier, so it might look different inside, but it's pretty much the same thing. Even though these corners are a lot closer, you're still just going to place these redstone lamps in the corners of this this line of half slab stone bricks. So you just go down and up like this, and then right here in the middle, right here, you can see I already did this side. You'll just do the same thing here, and there just won't be any room at all inside of this pillar, the middle ones. There is more room inside of these to do stuff, but I'll leave that up to you guys. You can like add stuff inside of them if you want. But let me add this last line right here, and then we'll go back over here to our first pillar that we started with over here. And so once you have all of this redstone lamp laid out inside of here, what you're going to want to do is obviously power it. And how we're going to do that is I'm going to use redstone blocks, or block of redstone, and you're just going to go like this up the side of them like this against the stone bricks, and then you'll do it back down obviously on this side. And then when we get to the corners, you can do it on either side, it doesn't really matter, but obviously you only have to do it on one side. We'll just go ahead and do it on this side for this one, and you'll just go all the way up. And then do it the same thing over here like we just did a minute ago. Go all the way down, and you'll just basically do this to every one of the pillars with redstone lamps in it until they're all lit up. And then once we get them all done and lit up like this, the next thing we'll have to do is fill in where you can see through right here. And how we're going to do that is, see how this is 1 block thick? You're just going to make it 2 blocks thick. That's all you're going to do, is go ahead and do another line of this pillar quartz and the regular quartz. Well, you don't have to do the regular quartz, to be honest, because it's going to be on the inside and you probably won't see it anyways. But you definitely have to do the outside pieces so we don't see through the half slabs. And it should look like this once you're done. You shouldn't be able to see through there like you can through here. And so that is your next step, is to power all of the redstone lamps and fill in all of the gaps here with the pillar quartz so that you can't see through there anymore. Just making it 2 blocks thick. And you got to do that to all of the pillars obviously. And then we will go move on to the next step once you have done all that. Okay, so now that we have all of our redstone lamps powered and we have all of our quartz pillars 2 blocks thick, again it should look like this on every side of every pillar that you look at. And now our next step is to get our stone bricks out, and you can just go to the corner of one of these and start here and just go like this and fill in the entire top of each pillar. Alright, now that we've filled in the entire top half of this pillar, the next step is we're going to get out quartz stairs and we're going to place them upside down along this entire thing all the way around, just like this, and bring it back and connect it to where we started at over here. And then the next thing you'll do is you'll go up one and do the same thing. So we can place a stair, place one upside down, get rid of that one, and then just do the same thing that we just did with the lower one, is go all the way around and connect it to where we started at. And once you've done that, we're going to do it one more time. So you should end up with 3 upside down stair layers, if you will. 3 rows, whatever you want to call it. So there we go. Now we have one pillar pretty much completely done. And you can see it looks just like that one over there that is completely done. There are little things you can do. Like what I did is I put these solar panels up on top just to look like maybe that's what's giving, you know, the power to the redstone lamps, even though it's not actually doing anything. I just went like this and just placed a bunch of them like this. So there's 4 there. Then you can place 4 like that, and then 4 over here like that, and 4 like that. I don't know, it's just something very simple, or you can do whatever you want to the top. It's totally up to you. But then you're just gonna go and do the same thing we just did to this one, to every single one of these pillars. Is you're just gonna fill it all in like this, and then do the same thing I did with the stairs. Is you do 3 rows upside down with the quartz stairs. So you'll just fill this in all the way to over here, and then again you just get out your quartz stairs and do your first layer upside down on the stone bricks that we just laid all the way around, and you'll have, like I said, 3 rings of this. 3 rings, 3 layers, whatever you want to call it. So let's do it again. And do it to every one of the pillars, and then we'll move on to the next step after that. Okay, so I've gotten the top of each of the pillars for the bridge done, and I think the pillars themselves are pretty much done. But I'm going to go ahead and end this part of the tutorial for right now, and we'll pick up right here in part 3, and hopefully the next video, which is part 3, will be the final part to this entire tutorial. All we really have left to do is the road leading up to the bridge and the lifted part of the bridge, which all of this shouldn't be too hard. I think the hardest part's going to honestly be this thing right here, which it isn't like super hard, but it's harder to build than it looks, because I used a lot of upside down stairs and half slabs and things like that. But hopefully we'll be able to get the rest of this tutorial done in the next video. But other than that, thank you guys so much for checking out this part of the tutorial, and I'll see you guys in part 3. Thanks for watching, and have a good one.